Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Wow, the play-in tournament. I just don't know where to start. We know that the Lakers beat the Pelicans and the Kings beat the Warriors. There's so many storylines. I don't know where to start. I just do not know where to start. I mean, so much going on here. Oh, God. So let me just go back and forth from what I seen. Now, I didn't get to see the entire Kings and Warriors, but let me just say this, because I don't have too much to say about, this game. They're going to have to get rid of Clay. I don't know what's going to happen. This guy had 0 points in 22 minutes. That's not acceptable. Look, this is what I think. Don't be surprised if they get rid of Clay, LeBron opts out and goes to the Warriors, maybe to play with his son or something like that. Because this is the perfect opportunity for LeBron to go ahead and get out. Because when they get beat in the playoffs, they're going to see who's going to draft Bronny. And LeBron, I don't think he wants to go too far. Now, if they can get the Spurs to draft Bronny, then I think, LeBron might go over there. But look, the Warriors are done. The Splash Brother era is finished. It's finished. Adios. No mas. So, good thing the Lakers did not have to face the Kings, because they probably would have got annihilated. Okay, let's move on to this next game. Oh, God. You got to feel sorry for Zion Williams. Let me say this. The man came down limping. He walked to the locker room like nothing was wrong with this guy. So how come he didn't come back out? Am I saying he's not injured? Look, I'm going to say this. I don't think the Pels wanted to play Denver either. A lot of people were saying the Lakers was going to try to melt down and fold because they didn't want to play Denver. I don't think the Pels want to play Denver either. What makes you think the Pels want to play Denver? In the way the Lakers were beating down the Pels in the first half, I think it was looking bad in the third quarter too, if I'm not mistaken. This doesn't look good for the Lakers. The Lakers really wasn't dominating them on defense. They were just missing a lot of shots early, turning the ball over, stuff like that. I don't think AD was this big rim protector and stuff like that. Let me say this. All these, I know Zion had 40, right? I think he had 40 points. But as many times as this guy went to the rim and didn't get a foul call, that's a crime. That's a crime. Because LeBron is not playing above the rim no more. He's just barreling to the basket, arm guarding, shoving. I never seen nothing like this. This guy barreled to the basket. Then he took like some kind of Euro looking step, right? As he gathered the ball, and then he took some kind of Euro step. And then while he was in the air shooting the ball, his left hand was pushing over the defender. I was like, wow. While he shot the ball with his right hand, I'm like, this guy, how could you be that strong at 39 years old? And this is this guy's game all game just about. Barreling down the lane, elbows, arm guards, pushing, little defenders, doing Euro steps. It's weird. He has to do all this stuff just to get a shot off. He just can't just like come into the lane and pull straight up. It's crazy. I never seen nothing like it in my life. The whole league is like this shooter's league. And this guy just can't come down the lane and just pull up and do a jumper. This guy's skill set is so awful. All game, he, like Sports and Fitness Rant said, what'd he say? LeBron James is always trying to get the pick to switch off on a smaller defender. And last night, this guy switched off. I can't count how many times. Got a pick to get this small, I don't know what, he was like Muggsy Bogues tall, JJ Barrera tall. Like, I don't even think he was JJ Barrera tall. This guy was so small. What was it, Alvarado or something like that? He kept trying to get a switch to back this guy down. And the Pels kept having to come and double team LeBron. Look. Reggie Miller, all game, slurping on LeBron. 21st season, going downhill. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. They can't believe in his 21st season, this guy is going downhill. Why not? If that's all you can do, you have no mid-range, you have no three-point shot. What else is he going to go downhill? The question is, how come he can only go downhill? Why can't he shoot a jumper consistently in the so-called greatest shooting era league of all time? Another bailout. LeBron comes down, right, to hit some clutch shots at the end of the game. Brick up. AD saves his butt, right? AD gets the rebound and gets the foul call. Why did they even give it to this guy? I don't understand. Why even give it to this guy? I'm talking about this guy could go 10 for 10 from 3. And if it's a clutch moment at the end of the game, the guy's going to brick it up. If AD doesn't get that rebound, the Pelicans can come down and tie it. So it wasn't like do or die when LeBron hit that shot, but that would have just put the icing on the cake. I thought it really did when D'Angelo Russell hit that 3. What was it? Under a minute to go or something like that? But LeBron don't have no help. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say it. His team really carries this guy. For real. If it's not for him barreling down the lane, he don't have no other options. Yes, he might get lucky on those nights and he's shooting a 3. Shooting his power 3. But the majority of the time, it's not working. Because what will happen is, this is what he'll do. If maybe he'll shoot like 3 3-pointers, right? And if he doesn't get hot, he'll stop shooting them. So he'll go like 1 for 2, something like that, and he'll stop. Or he'll go 1 for 4, and then he'll stop shooting them. But if he comes down and hits his first 2, and then his first 3, he'll keep shooting. He knows how to keep his 3-point percentage up. So if he's not making them, the first couple of them, he'll just stop shooting them. Because he wants everybody to think that this guy, even with his field goal percentage, he will not shoot any mid-range. And you see when he does, they're bricks. 9 out of 10 times. So this is how this guy keeps his field goal percentage up, because every other shot is right to the basket. And I'm watching this game, right? And, I just happened to, if you look at my community page, look at that. And go look at these 90s, because this guy has he's got a channel of 90s games, right? And all these guys look like weightlifters. Just huge. Even the skinny guys are cut up with muscle in the 90s. They just make the 80s guys look little. These guys were in the weight room getting it. And then when you look at these guys today, they look sick. They look sick. And these aren't guys that like was coming up and down the court. No, these guys were up and down the court. Sometimes they play slow pace. Sometimes they play fast pace. It just depends. Fast breaks, trapping, double teams, no space, grinding it out. Ain't nobody getting an easy bucket. Not even Michael Jordan. I don't care who you was not getting a bucket. Reggie Miller running off of 3 screens, getting the ball off with a hand in his face still. It was crazy. Guys just shooting mid-range just like crazy. The whole team could shoot a mid-range. Center shooting from the foul line. A shot. Centers doing fadeaways. Power forwards shooting mid-range like crazy. Most of your guards shooting 3-pointers. Some forwards. It's just a different game. It was just like men. You just look at these guys today. They're just like, they look like, I don't want to even say it because they might, but the 90s guys, they all look like LeBron, the majority of them, and LeBron and Zion. That's what they look like on the floor, the 90s guys. Your forwards, your power forwards, your centers, and like I said, even your guards, they were yoked up as far as cut up with muscle. So it's just weird watching this, man. Like Brandon Ingram, bro, when you gonna start eating something? You guys got all this money. Start eating some food. What's going on? What's going on with this guy? He's always hurt. Bro, you skinny as can be. It look like you back in college. What's wrong with these guys? Are they partying all the time? I mean, I seen an image of Durant, right? In OKC. He looked like he was bigger in OKC than he is now. As far as weight. Why is this guy still so skinny? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm just looking at these guys today. I'm like, no way. These guys, any of these guys, could play in the 90s. Not too many of them. I'm trying to tell you. Dude just bumping up on you, arm guards, hand checks. Nobody cares if you cry. Whew. Yeah, go look at my community page. I posted this guy's videos. I mean, it is crazy. You just kind of forget, and everything they're trying to tell you about today's game is basically the opposite. These guys are smaller, shorter. I don't even think they're faster. They got less skills, because you got to have more skills back then to even get off a shot like LeBron. Him barreling down the lane like that, they'd be knocking this guy on his butt all his career. They don't care about a foul. And they'd be like, well, this guy's a 73% shooter. Put him on the line. Put him on the line. And he really will get criticized in the 90s. 7 rebounds a game? And you battling, what, forwards, power forwards, and centers to get a rebound. If he's only getting 7 rebounds in this era, you might just get like 3 rebounds in that era. You grinding with guys the same size as you, LeBron. Chet Holmgren? He couldn't even make the NBA back then. You know how big the European or the white centers was back then? These dudes were huge. Look at Bill Wennington. Look at Will Perdue. Look at Rick Smith. Look, these guys are huge. I just don't know. McCollum. You got Zion Williams out there playing by himself. What a disgrace. You gotta give the man his due for what he came back and proved himself. Because we all know that the Lakers don't really play no defense, and I think it caught them off surprise that the Lakers played a little bit of defense the other day, and Zion didn't get a lot of calls at home that last game, and he didn't get a lot of calls this game neither. Even though he had 40, he was going in on these dudes, and that should have been a lot of N1s. It wasn't. LeBron was getting foul calls, though, if he goes to the basket. 9 out of 10 times. So for the Lakers, this ain't looking too good. You let the Pels come all the way back. And almost win this game. When you was destroying them all game. And McCollum and Brandon Ingram was pretty much a no factor. So this ain't looking good when you go play Denver. And LeBron, you need to cut your hair down, man. You need to, when you go on ball, bro, you gotta at least cut it down. You can't just leave a big island in the middle of your head. You gotta cut your hair down, man. Make it look respectable. That little toupee you got on front right there, it's all bushed out and something like that, man. And then my lady, she was like, "Oh, well, he can do a hair implant." I said, "I think he been doing that all his career, but the hair won't stay on his head because, he drinking that juice, so it's gonna keep falling out." So yeah, I look for Denver to win this one, especially the way they couldn't hold off the Pels, and they basically only had one guy playing at a high level, which is Zion. So I look, I wouldn't be surprised if Denver sweeps the whole playoffs the way they're treating Joker, trying to get that award to SGA, and we already know why, because they don't want him to get another MVP, because it's closer to LeBron, right? SGA is in third. Look at his numbers. The box metrics. He ain't even close to Joker or Luka. So you guys tell me what you think, man. It's a lot that went on last night. OKC can get beat too by the Kings, right? Or the Pels. So we don't know that OKC is going to beat those teams. I think OKC is going to come out there. The Kings is going to win against the Pels, and tell me what you think.